Maybe I should turn up. I just need to oscillate a little bit before we started. I love to oscillate. It's one of my favorite pastimes. I need to lower this down though. I need to hire. Oh, I think I did. I don't know. I have a tendency to break. Issue 163. Oh, ComiCentric. We gotta start talking like NPR now, because we're cultured now.
Oh, we are.
Yeah, dude. From morning to night,
Yeah.
There's nothing but culture. And then you did the day before.
No,
The week before.
the theater.
You are too much
Theater.
culture. Theater.
Yeah.
You are too much culture. I think I'm gonna lower myself. I'm getting too loud. And
I was very tempted when I went to the theater.
Oh, that's much better. Okay.
I was very tempted to wear a suit and tie.
You should have.
I thought about it.
You both should have wore suits and ties, monocles, and top
I
hats.
thought about it. But Bonnie was right though, because there was people that were really dressed up, and then there was people in shorts and fucking flip flops and shit.
You know what's cool? I've gone both ways.
Oh, fancy!
I've gone bow and tie. I've gone bow and tie cummerbund.
Oh.
And then I've gone shorts and Adidas.
Oh.
Yeah, it's cool.
The LA thing, I guess.
It's theater is meant to be enjoyed by anyone, everyone, and your grandma.
It was interesting.
What did you see again?
Harry Potter, the first child.
The first child? Was it really that cursed?
It was interesting. I mean, I always read that story about how I didn't watch Clone Wars, but I watched that last season when it on Disney Plus. I figured it out.
And that's cheating too.
And it's the same thing with this. I've seen all the movies. I figured it out.
Yeah.
There was obviously this was stuff I didn't get, but I was like,
It's not important to you.
Yeah, it's fine.
If you figured out the story, and the most important part was a child that was cursed.
I just remember that I forgot at one point.
Yeah.
Some character came out and everyone was like, "Whoa!" And I'm like, "Who's that?" I know who that is.
Who's that motherfucker? Was it like Snape or something?
No, it was like
Malfoy's dad.
I forgot after the fact. You remember one of the movies? There was that one lady who she's all like, she took over Hogwarts and she was all like, we know the rules.
Oh yeah.
It was her.
Oh
yeah.
I forgot what it. Pratchett? No. She had it was green and.
She had like a pink dress, like a pink suit. She started putting it like, this is outlaw.
Yeah, and she's like a blonde or silver hair.
Old lady.
Yeah. Okay, I remember.
That character.
And everyone's like, oh, boo. The culture.
Like, you remember that when that character came out, she was like, this bitch.
Wow.
She was not happy to see that character.
Wow. What does it felt like to be like a poser in between all these fucking fans?
It really was, man. Right? Like, I mean, they wanted to wear robes, and I was like, I can't do it. Can't do that. That's mean poser. I can't do that.
Yeah. It's like you're patronizing. Yeah, you can't be patronizing to another.
I was gonna go dress like Dr. Strange. That would be funny.
The wizard, different type of wizard. Go Gandalf.
Yeah.
You guys, go do that. Why not?
Yeah, thought about it.
I mean, wizards like opera and theater.
Remember Dresden?
Dresden? Dude, what I said earlier, dude, theater's for everybody.
Yeah. It was fun. It was interesting.
Yeah.
100-year-old building, like, seats suck, but, it's what it is.
Fascinating. And it's supposed to be theater, something culture, something like, you remember when operas and stuff like that, these shows were like Romeo and Juliet, freaking some Shakespeare bullshit, or, something deep.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, but now we got Harry Potter.
There's that one about corn called Struck? Something like that.
Wait, what kind of corn? Like the kind you eat corn?
Yeah.
A theater opera?
Mm-hmm. The comedy.
Huh. I blame the vagina monologues.
It's about corn.
Interesting. And you went to go see this too?
No, I saw it. They're advertising everywhere.
Oh, okay. Because I'm going to say, at that point, you are too cultured, my friend. You are too...
No, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like, at one point, I thought it was over, and I was like, damn, that ended on a very dark note. Like, the lights came on, and I was like, oh, shit.
Intermission.
I'm like, wow, we've already been here for like 2 hours. Like,
you got 2 more to go.
Wow.
That's amazing. That's theater.
I can't do it. Not for me.
That's awesome. And then everyone goes out, and they mingle, and they stretch, and they fucking lay their farts out. They go get a drink, and then they go sit back.
Yeah, I go sit right back down.
Because it's another 2 hours.
Yeah. And then we get out, and I'm like, then I smell hot dog.
Mm-hmm.
Today is like $20. I'm like, $20?
No. For one?
For one hot dog.
No.
That's what she said.
And were people paying this shit?
I don't know. I was like, can't do it.
Yeah, no.
Out of just like principle, I couldn't do it.
Dude, I paid $8 for one. That's the most I've ever paid for one.
I think it's because it was a bus that pulled up, and all these fucking people came out. Like touristy people, I guess.
Tourist prices. Yeah.
So I was like, I can't do it.
So you should be like, I'm from LA, baby. Yeah. $5. Here's your $5. Yeah. You know? Yeah. No chile. No chile.
It's not real good. She had that big onion, just like she put it across the grill. Oh,
and it's just hanging out there. The one that just hangs out there, right?
Yeah. Oh, good dude.
You know what? You probably with $20 get your own hot dogs, freaking onions, and everything to make that. You know that, right?
Yeah.
$20. Thank you. That's what I was gonna say. You can make one for every day of the week.
Hot dogs.
Yeah. So you didn't buy it. So what did you guys eat?
Chick-fil-A.
Oh, yes.
Because apparently there's a late night Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. It gets packed there. It's jumping and jiving.
It's all outdoor seating.
Yeah. And like 2 drive-thrus and like that, right?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's
an experience.
Yeah, it's Hollywood.
Holly weird.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Well, it's culture, dude.
Yeah. First time I've ever been to Panditas.
Really?
Yeah.
Ever in your life? Like for another reason that...
No. I've never seen anything there.
Weird.
It's a lot different. It's actually, what's weird? Like, you see pictures of it all the time.
Yeah.
It's like a lot smaller than I thought it would be. Like it looks a lot bigger in the pictures.
Dude, no way. Like if you pass by it, that thing is like in between like a bunch of shit. It's not that big. Yeah. You could tell by the outside it's not that big. But I get it. Yeah, the pictures are when they give you the grand fisheye. Yeah. The fisheye view of it. You're like, oh my god. So
and I just imagine like that scene with King Kong exchange with the fucking thing. And
it happened right there.
It happened right there.
Yeah. So he's not that big. And you're like thinking to yourself, he's not that big.
He's pretty small.
Yeah. Even King Kong was culture. That was culture.
Yeah, what? The monocle on the top hat.
Yeah.
The bags of money.
Mm-hmm. I think we saw a different version of this. Yeah. That's one culture thing done. So are you gonna start wearing like suits and top hats? That's what I'm drinking. Yeah.
The Philharmonic.
Rigo Vallo's playing at the downtown. We should go. Scoff. You wear ascot?
Ooh.
Why not? No, it's that fancy ascot with the diamond in the middle.
Fucking kingpin?
Yeah.
Like the John Romita Kingpin?
John Romita Kingpin, yeah. With that red fucking scar coming out with the little diamond in the middle. Yeah.
Pull that off, man.
I'm just saying, you could wear a white suit with it.
Yeah, I'm just going to definitely get dirty.
The Kingpin is a cultured from person, right?
Yeah. You got to be. Kingpin of pride.
He's also the mayor of New York. Yeah.
That's weird.
I don't know, man. And here's my thing, why we segue into the next topic. When did nerdy shit get to the point where it could be at a theater, at a museum, that it's next to like exhibits that are meant for masters or rots from different countries, There's shit going on at the museum that you realize, holy shit, there's like the Jewish section we went to. There's actual deep shit going on in there. Yeah. And then you got comics on the other side, and it to the point where like it makes sense because I guess it's a Jewish thing going on, and
maybe
Kirby was himself, was a Jew.
Really? But I don't feel like they really talked about it, right?
No.
They were just kind of like, it's just Kirby.
No, the closest thing they had was that Ben Grimm, postcard that he had for holidays, best holiday.
Hanukkah card.
His Hanukkah card.
Well, I mean, it makes sense if you think about it, because like growing up, like I feel like it's always been that way as far as like they've had like movie exhibits and like exhibits. I think it's like pop culture is like how you get people into the
Yeah, because I remember there was one time like a Batman one, right, and something like that. The Iron Man one with the Hollow Irons, but like they don't have that shit like at the Skirball, at the Getty, at like these fancy museums. Not yet. There's one in Orange County, the one with the Alex Ross one. Yeah, there's one there, but they told me you should go to that one too. I'm like, all right, maybe I will go.
But Alex Ross is like it's
more modern.
Yeah, it's more modern.
It's more modern.
I mean,
and that museum is a modern museum, one of those modern museums.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, like I guess.
It's pop culture still.
Mm-hmm. That's what we should do.
What?
Open a pop culture museum.
How would that work?
I don't know.
Where's Andy Warhol when you need him?
We have like, here's fucking Andy Bunker's.
Andy Bunker?
His fucking lounge chair.
Archie Bunker?
Archie Bunker.
That's pop culture.
Yeah.
Well, isn't like that Madame Tussauds? It's like people pop culture.
Yeah, that's weird, right? I think like that whole like
Fox people, folks, facsimiles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like the thing that Madame Tussauds took over though, because I remember as a kid, we went. I think we went once.
Yeah.
We went to like the wax museum in near Opry Farm.
Okay. Oh yeah.
And it was kind of cool, but I was like,
creepy.
I remember my parents were like, oh, I'm like, what is this? And then,
yeah,
it was kind of cool, but it was also like, this is weird.
And you expect everything to move, but they don't move.
Yeah. But they like I think the charm of a wax museum is like, they're funny looking, the character. And Madame Tussauds like, oh, that's creepy. Like, it's
because they're trying to make it as real as possible. And the other one's like, oh no, it's a comedy thing. It's ha 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 ha.
Because I saw the Wax Museum. It's still there. I don't know if it's still open.
Yeah, it's across the street.
In the Ripley's.
The Ripley's still there too.
Yeah. I went there once as a kid. No, I didn't go to that one. I went to the one in Orange County.
Orange County one?
I don't think it's still there.
Nope, that one's gone. Say that the one in LA when I used to go all the time.
Yeah.
That you could have a what do you call it? A punch card.
Yeah. Oh.
They had a punch card where you could go in there. That's funny. Yeah, back in the 90s.
Go take a picture with a man again. The world's tallest man.
Yeah, I miss that.
Yeah. That's always been a thing. You know?
I mean, trying to think like to the point, like I said, it's culture. It's now culture. Yeah. But before, when did it start? Not in the 70s, not in the 80s.
Well, maybe because they even had what was it? You see those pictures of Andy Warhol, where like he was doing like a Batman movie. He wanted to make a fucking like Silver Surfer movie or something.
Andy Warhol?
Yeah.
That's the 70s, right? Yeah.
60s.
60s?
Yeah.
The can of soup guy?
Yeah. Like there's pictures of like he did like costume tests and shit.
For that?
Yeah.
That's weird because that's like what Jack Kirby did with the freaking Caesar or whatever.
Yeah.
Huh. But okay. But he was into comics. Andy Warhol was into comics. Yeah. A lot of people were into comics, as we saw. Frank Zappa was into comics. Yeah. He was friends with Kirby.
Paul McCartney.
Yeah. You know, so.
Oh, I don't know what that was.
The Ghost of Kirby.
Let me tell you the story that I met a guy years ago, an older guy, and he was telling me that when he was a kid, his mom dated David Bowie.
His mom dated David Bowie.
Yeah, and then David Bowie loved Fantastic Four. And like he would take him and he would give him comics. Like, oh, here you go. Like this is cool. Like we did,
read Fantastic Four.
What David Bowie loved Fantastic Four, and it makes sense, right? Because the whole like
Starman,
space opera.
Is that how he got his powers?
Maybe.
Is that how he got his powers?
If you told me David Bowie was the Silver Surfer, I'd be like,
yeah,
that makes sense.
Agreed. He's the Herald of Glad. There's no problem. He's defending us from, Okay. Okay, sure. I mean, again, there's a lot of people that said they dated their Bowies, and so we're gonna say, all right, I'm agreed. David Bowie seems the type to read comics. I'm gonna go with that. But
I mean, I think the comics is like one of those things where, like, I think, especially now, I think more people are more open to like admitting to it.
Yeah, they're into comics. Well, yeah. The gates were open about 10, 15 years ago, I don't say 20 years ago.
Yeah. I mean, Devil Superman was a big jumping out point for like a lot of people. But that was more of like an investment thing. And then I think, you run the risk of like, I'm buying this book and, for my kid's college one day. And you're like, this is kind of cool. Is that reading it?
Yeah, okay. Going to that one, I didn't buy it for an investment. I just bought it because it was a story arc going on here. And if you got all of them, you got the full story. And that's the only reason. It was one of the first ones I ever collected complete. Yeah. And that's why I was so proud of that thing. But, yeah. And then, what happened?
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah.
I think now.
Now.
I mean, the last
20, 30.
Yeah, no, about 20 years, I think, because of the whole movies.
Yeah.
It's like MCU's been on, it's going to be 20 years too. If not already. No, it's 2009, I think, or 2008. I think
30 years.
No, it was 20.
20.
But I think Iron Man was 2008.
Oh wow. Yeah, 2007, 2008.
Yeah.
That's when that was a revolution time.
Mhm.
That's when Suits started too. But yeah, interesting. So at that point we were 6 years in the 2000s. We were already adults.
Yeah.
We were already 30 years old and shit.
What, 30 years old?
Let's see, 22, 25?
Probably around that. Something like that, yeah.
Right.
And the whole thing was that, like, I remember, yeah, like, it's so crazy to hear, like, you meet people and they're like, they're like, oh, I saw Iron Man when I was 8.
Yeah.
They're like, what?
You have a beard.
Yeah.
You have a child.
Yeah. I was like, fuck.
What's going on? Yeah, well, I stood in line for like 5 hours to go watch it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Couldn't buy tickets online.
No, we had to wait 6 o'clock before it started at midnight. What the fuck? So much free time. So much lost time. Yeah. Yeah. Now it's just one. Let's go. Like, what is it? Yesterday we went to go see Dogma also, right? We just got in and no one was there. It was a little sad.
Yeah, I looked up that's more weird.
No one?
Damn, they met like 2-3 people.
That's the ones who got me worried because speculators talking shit already.
That was like,
oh, whatever.
But I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
I can wait. I don't have to buy the tickets right now.
You don't have to buy the tickets right now. You better buy them before someone gets the nice prime seats.
Although, you know what? I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I wonder if like that theater which yesterday had them. It was like $20 there.
Wow.
I was like, fuck that.
On Thursday?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, they don't have Thursday specials.
Yeah.
Wednesdays.
No. The first winter theater is like 12 or something, regular price.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, then. Let's go.
Yeah. 7:35.
7:35?
7:35.
Next week?
Oh, like a month, right?
A month. That's like so far away. You know what? It's funny to say it's a month because, like, I remember we were talking about it yesterday and we're saying it was like a year gonna happen, and now it's like a month. Yeah. Why does time fly so fast?
That's weird, man. I read I think I mentioned it before. Right? I read a theory about that.
The fluctuation
thing. When you're a child, time moves slow.
Everything's new.
Because especially when you're like under 10 years old, when you're like 5 years old, a year is a fifth of your life. Once you're like in your 30s and you're in your 20s, like a year is not that much. It's not that much of your life.
No.
So it's like it goes like that.
It's meaningless.
It's not meaningless. You know what I mean? Like,
it means less. Yeah. You know,
it's not the bigger part of your life.
Yeah. It's not meaningless. It means less.
So the older you get, the faster time moves.
So when I'm 80 and 90 and 100, I'm like, flash.
You go back in time.
Let's start all over again.
You go back in time and see your younger self, and then you remember when you were a child, some scary old man came to you and started yelling at you. And you're like,
don't drink the water.
And you're like, they traumatized you your whole life.
Yeah. And we never met, and I never got into comics, and I never started drawing, and I never did anything with it.
Oh, it already happened. It's bootstrap paradox. When you were a kid, some crazy old man yelled at you. You didn't know that crazy old man was you from the future.
Well, here's the thing. A lot of crazy old men used to yell at me when I was a child. So, I don't know.
It could have happened.
You know what? Crazy old me, come back to right now. He's still not here?
Exactly.
Okay, never mind then. Carrying on.
You remember that time? I don't forget that. One time we were like a drive-through at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
And this old man, and he had like a brace, and he was walking with crutches.
Yeah.
He was like reading the license plate, and he was like, and he was looking at Spanish to you. And he walked away. I was like, is that you in the future? Then he disappeared, right? Like,
yeah, right there around the corner, yeah.
Where'd he go?
Was it Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the Pasadena?
Yeah.
I think I just met myself.
They just disappeared.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I'm supposed to forget about that.
Yeah,
exactly. You brought it back, though.
Yeah.
Now it's back to a paradox.
Live outside time.
Yeah. God damn it. In this hot fucking box you call it. Fuck. Dude, I came inside here and I felt like it was walking into like a jello. Like of heat. And I was like, holy shit. And here's the kicker. Before I came here, I went home to pick up my backpack. But before that, I was at the gym. So I was I was getting warmed up.
You're so hot from working out.
But the thing is, outside I feel the coolness. So I'm able to feel the fluctuation of it. You don't feel it because you've been in here. You've been swimming in the jello that is the heat.
Yeah, I live on it.
Yeah, you butterfly soak and fucking feeds you. I can't wait to take a dump. Jello dump.
Oh,
heat. Fire over your ass. Yeah. But yeah. So that was us going to the. No, we didn't even talk about the museum. Yeah.
Yeah. So Lincoln's death.
Life mask. You know, there's a difference in a life mask and a death mask.
A fucking piece of clay on Lincoln's dead face.
To remind us that life is a precious thing.
A mold. You think that was like that was their like Funko Pops, like get Lincoln's fucking life man.
Yeah, because you can make replicas of those things, so you could totally get a replica of it.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is, the smaller the number, the better the replica. Yeah. So just saying. There's only 2 in existence.
There's only 2, yeah.
Yeah,
they know of it.
Oh, that they know. We could find the 3rd.
We should go steal it and we can make a mold and
get your own Lincoln death mask.
Yeah.
I mean, when we're looking at that, cartoons got it pretty right.
Yeah.
Whenever they draw them, whenever they sketch them.
Well, it's funny because it was like I remember I was talking. I told my dad about that.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, it's interesting. You know what Lincoln looked like?" There's pictures.
No.
There's pictures.
Not like real. Like here's the thing. Remember when you used to have those old like flip phones from back in the early days?
Yeah.
Remember they had 3 megapixel fucking what did you look like? I imagine the new phones and what you look like. Same thing. It's like
there's paintings.
Paintings do not capture the full essence that a death mask can. That's the whole point of a death mask. It captures your essence.
Okay, was it? I don't know where I was at. There was a wax recording of his voice.
Yeah.
And I was very disappointed.
They didn't tell me.
Score.
Sure.
He's like,
score.
Yeah. He's got like a high, like kind of whiny pitch voice. I'm like, really?
Mm-hmm. Again, it's an old cylinder. It's an old recording. We don't know what it really sounds like. I mean, it could be off by a decibel or 2. You gotta put it through like the synthesizers and get this real fucking
remix it.
Four score. And 7 years ago.
Somehow make them say "laboo" or something.
4 score and 7 laboobos ago. Poor Lincoln. You can't even load death.
It's fine.
Hey, the hand that we saw in the middle of the fucking thing, was that real? Was that
I think it was a one-on-one replica.
That's my whole question about it. Because
I've never seen such a liver. I don't know.
It's small. Yeah. It's smaller than you think.
That's what
when I saw it, I was like, oh, it's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. It's big, but it's a lot smaller than
it makes sense because you think about it, because when you see like on TV and people go in the fucking head or whatever, it's pretty small, right?
Well, you're not supposed to be able to get out of that because you'll fucking die. You jump off and die.
But then at the same time, watch Ghostbusters, all 4 of them were fucking inside, so
Yeah, I mean, it's a movie. Okay.
Was it?
Yeah. Or was it really happening? Yeah. Yeah. It was class, man.
Yeah, it was fun. So we talked about the Kirby stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We discovered how small he was in real life.
Let's just go with that. I knew you were dying to talk about that because yesterday that's all you can talk about.
Dude, it blew my mind.
Here's my thing. We've known Kirby for like all our lives, pretty much, right? We've known of Kirby. We've always, imagined what Kirby was like, punching Nazis, drawing, we see the pictures of him and shit. But why is it that it doesn't seem like he's 5'2"? Yeah. Why?
He's a big man. Right? He's a big man in like fucking spirit.
Persona, right? Yeah, I'm guessing that's what it's called.
I always knew he was a little dude, but I didn't think he was that small.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I felt like, he would have been like maybe 1 inch 2 or below me, but with that helmet hair and shit, giving him the 3 inches he needs, but yeah, 5'2".
They sent that poor man to war.
That man was killing people.
He's killing Nazis.
Little 5'2" motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking up shit.
Actually, he had like big arms though. Right? He had like looking like
Well, you saw his hands. You saw how big his fucking hands were. He had Ben Grimm hands.
Yeah.
I bet you that's what he used as a model for fucking Ben Grimm's hands. His own fucking hands. And that was his thing. He had big ass hands.
Yeah, he was good for drawing.
I guess. I don't have big hands. I got these stubby fucking. I need to trade him up.
But yeah, I was so fascinated by it. Like, I've seen that picture so many times.
Yeah, with the.
I've seen that mannequin picture. But when you see it, you're like, holy shit. Like,
he was pre Captain America Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Fucking do some up, man.
Yeah, do some up, dude. No, I mean, he went through some shit with Dr. Seuss or whatever the fuck it was, or Stanley or whatever.
But that's fucking crazy. Think about it, when we looked it up, right? Like he was like 5'2", and Stanley was 5'11".
Yeah, that's super tall compared to him.
Super tall compared to him.
Again, and every time you see him in those pictures, they're standing, they're sitting. I mean, they're sitting, so you really can't tell.
Well, Stan was always like he was like older, like he's always like in the photo or whatever.
Yeah.
Even young Stanley, like it's so weird. Like you see young Stanley, but he had no beard, and he had a fucking like.
Before the 70s?
Yeah, when he had the fucking like he was bald, like you know, he had the fucking and you're like, just that's Stan Lee, really? And
yeah.
And he went to became Stan Lee, and he had the fucking like the mop top with the glasses and the big mustache.
Yeah, he let it all fucking hang out. Yeah, that they became a persona at that point.
You know who he looked like in the 70s? He kind of like George Carlin in the 70s. You know, George Carlin used to perform with the turtlenecks. And they had that same look.
Yeah, you know what I used to think he looked like? He looked like Everybody Steele.
Yeah,
in the 70s. Yeah. Everybody Steele in the 70s. Yeah. That's what he looked like. So there's that one where he's burning the $100 bill or something. Yeah. Like, oh, badass.
Yeah, man. Like I don't think I had ever seen like Kirby pencils live in person.
Really?
Yeah, it was fucking nuts. Man.
Yeah, dude.
Like, oh my god, like, you know, like.
What do you call it? At first, when I got in there, like it was just sensory over. I didn't even want to walk in. Like I didn't want to. Yeah. I was like, oh, but I gotta. And then once you get past that first Captain America issue, it just sensory overload. Yeah. Looking at every detailed fucking line, everything he changed. There was the section of the book where the Blob,
Marvel Girl,
he kept on changing her head. So at one point there was a creative decision to change her appearance throughout the whole book. So he had to white out every fucking head, re-pencil, re-ink, and then be like, all right, there you go. And I'm like, holy shit.
Like, I wish there was a process where you could, like, get those pages and, like, color them modernly, like, with modern technology.
You probably can.
Because I think, like we saw that, like, he drew these really fucking detailed shit, and it's just, like, solid color, and it just washed out all the detail, washed out all, you know, like, like, I was like, this is, like, you see those pages, the detail on those pages was like, crazy, and then you just print it, you're like, oh, that's nothing, like, it's like, you know.
Yeah, it's like Magneto. There's a couple ones where he has pupils, but in the comics, when you see the version of the comic, it looks like the little dot. Yeah, it looks like nothing. Yeah, it's like, oh, that man was putting in work. Into these pages. There was work in those pages, and we don't get that in those books. These books that cost hundreds, thousands of fucking dollars, we don't get that. No, but if we were to fucking say, yeah, give me that page, let me scan this shit, reprint it, no one's gonna give a shit.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Like.
Dude, imagine it colored by Laura Allen.
Oh, dude. Oh, you get the pencil pages? You fucking scan that shit and have already
ink them over them?
Dude, because that's what I was telling you. Like when you see a lot of like the pencil pages and the detail in it, you're like, oh, you could totally see it already in it. Because there's like a Magneto. I was like, dude, that looks like already. Like, you know, like, but it's Kirby, obviously. But you know, like it was like, oh,
yeah, and it's Kirby, but as soon as they put colors in it, it doesn't look the same. Yeah, no. But again, I'm not gonna.
Well, that's his whole thing with it, because that's how he works so fast. Yeah. He penciled a lot of stuff, but he had like an army of inkers.
Mike Roth or there was a lot of credit to the inkers on those things too.
But then I forgot his name. This is one inker that used to ruin his shit. Like he was just like. There was a comparison of like the Thor story, and he drew fucking Asgard, and this guy inker, he just fucking blacked it out. Like he just literally just like
shadow.
Yeah, he made it like a silhouette or whatever.
Oh, lame.
And I was like, wow, that's so funny.
Wow. Just didn't give a shit.
Yeah. And then there's like a famous, it's an Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
I think the same dude. Like there's a shot of Thor, Hulk, and Iron Man standing side by side, and the inker gave Hulk like 3 toes.
3 toes.
Yeah, like the way he inked it, like it looks like he only has 3 toes. It looks fucking weird. Like, and then like Thor's face looks funky. Like I don't know, it's weird.
Just ruining it. Yeah. Fucking inkers.
But I mean, that's what happens when fucking Stanley asks you to fucking draw like $5 a month.
You would get mad. He was good at what he did. What do you want him to do? You know, and they didn't pay him shit, so he had to work twice as hard because he's quite little. He's a little dude, you know. The holes are bigger. Yeah. So he needs more money.
The hole is bigger.
He needs more money. Dude, are we gonna start making fun of fucking Kirby?
We're not making fun of him. It's just fascinating. He's so small.
Just saying.
He's so small.
It's one of those things we're gonna start telling people now. Like, you know he's this small? No, he's not. Yeah, he is. Google told me.
I saw his uniform.
I saw his uniform. Yeah, man.
That's funny. I was like there's pictures of my grandfather.
No.
And like he's from the same era. That was in my thing, right? And there's pictures of him, like where and my dad told me a story that when they were what do you call it? Drafting for World War II, they wanted to take my grandfather.
Oh.
Because they told the guy that wanted to draft him was like, I know a perfect spot for you. He's gonna put him in the fucking what they call the nest on the bottom of the plane, the little like the gunner thing. And he was like, "You're little, you'll fit right in there,
right in the bottom." Holy shit, dude! Oh, dude, yeah, my brain just went like that. Remember that Twilight Zone episode?
Oh, that's right, Amazing Stories.
Amazing Stories. There you go. Thank you very much. I knew you would know. The Amazing Stories episode. Yeah. That was supposed to be like a Jack Kirby, right, or something like someone of that time frame that were in the war.
I think he Spielberg directed that one.
Yeah,
I think he did.
Yeah, where he's like a cartoonist, right?
Yeah, he wants to go. After the war's over.
Yeah, he's a cartoonist.
He wants to be a cartoonist, and then the war's over, but these fucking Germans don't know.
No, yeah.
And they shoot at him, and he gets trapped in the fucking.
Yeah, they can't land. The gear can't come down.
They can't open the thing.
Yes,
they can't open the thing, and then the gear can't come down.
Yeah.
So they're just like, oh, we're gonna fucking crash.
Belly flop. You're gonna die, dude. I'm sorry. So he draws.
He draws the fucking tire.
This is around the time fucking Roger Rabbit came out, so just imagine that for the tires, and he fucking saves everybody.
I remember seeing that for the first time.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is dark. And then like when the cartoon tires go, like, what the fuck?
Fucking amazing.
It's pretty good.
Blew my mind.
Pretty good.
As an avid cartoon person, I'm like, dude, the fucking war sucks, man. This is horrible. There's nothing they can do. But I'm a cartoonist. What can a cartoonist do? You know what that did to me? I'm like, I could fucking build my own fucking world. I could do, you know. It helped me.
Yeah.
I always liked that one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
That's the only one I remember from the original series. Like, it's the only episode I remember. That one stuck out. I know I've seen them all.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the rest of them.
Yeah. It was like 18 episodes?
Something like that. I remember Apple brought it back.
Oh, really?
It was okay.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't as good as the original one. Like,
and they never are.
The best one is, what's his name? He just passed away recently, too. It's like, he's an older actor. He was the vacuum guy in Breaking Bad. The guy that if you had to, like...
Oh, right. Short hair. Yeah. Kind of looked like Jack Kirby.
Yeah. But there's an episode with him where he's this old man and he hurts his hip and he has to go live with his son.
Right.
And he can't work at the factory anymore or whatever. And then like he basically has to go like share a room with his grandson.
Right.
And his grandson's like a little nerdy kid.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't get you, kid. But then you find out that the grandpa used like comics.
Yeah, that's in the commercial. Yeah, okay, yeah. And he becomes a superhero. Oh, he's been waiting for this for 20 years, a bajillion years.
And the fucking ring gives him power.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's all like super strong. And it was pretty fun.
That was a
fun one.
And again, that was like out of the context of the rest of them, right?
Yeah.
Where they're all dark and broody and moody.
Yeah. There's one about a man at a time where he comes to the present day from World War II.
Oh.
Something that, again, I don't remember a lot of them. I watched them all.
But... Man, at a time. So I always like those stories.
Yeah.
What would it be like if?
But.
Yeah. It was Jack Kirby. He was in the plane, and he fucking saved everyone.
Saved everyone.
Yeah. Let's like the
Crackles.
Yeah, Crackles.
The Crackles.
The Kirby Crackles. I'm telling you, dude, you keep saying everyone says no, he was never on drugs, but some of that shit he was drawing, I'm just trippy as shit, dude.
Trippy, man.
Yeah, I'm like, it's like I'm gonna put a box here and then put a shadow under the box. Next to that box, I'll put a circle.
Yeah,
but that circle's gonna have 3 other circles next to it, and all lines connected to that circle.
Some kind of machine.
Some kind of machine. The flux capacitor.
Yeah, because you look at it, like it's crazy when you listen to him talk about how like a lot of that space stuff was all because he was very religious and shit. You know? Like he was very like
into God,
and it was like that's interesting because you like it's because that's my favorite story is that he thought like fucking Stanley with like Galactus and shit was like they fight God and he drew Galactus and that's what he thinks God looks like.
Hell yeah! And keep in mind that Galactus didn't had shorts.
Yeah, shorts on.
Little shorts on with a big G in his belt.
Big G for God.
For Galactus.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I just found out that popcorn bucket, like Galactus popcorn bucket,
yeah,
mostly good.
$69.99. Higher? $109.99.
No, $80. That's too much.
That's way too much.
Can't do it.
I
can't justify that.
Yeah, I kind of had a hard time with that fucking, Captain America one, but I mean, but it's big.
Supposedly.
Is the Kirby one real?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like
NFC only one.
Oh, is that where we're going?
No.
Oh. I'm just saying, as long as they have it. But how much is that? Yeah. It has a holder for 4 things, it said. Yeah. All right.
Oh, everyone's annoyed because like they one of those like heaters for like buy the second panel, right? And dude, I've seen the TV because of my Instagram like all the time. I watch them bring it off, and it keeps popping out. I just kind of ignore it. Someone pointed out that like in the teaser, Ben is running like that same shot of him running. He's like pillars or whatever, and they ADR. Hey Ben, is it clobbering time? And then Ben's like, hell yeah. So I was like, why?
It's a little force. They could have given us a, hey Ben, what time is it?
Like just that's his catchphrase.
Yeah, it's
let him say it.
Let him say it.
That's I feel like they never got that right because even like was it the last one?
Yeah.
Remember it was a thing where like his older brother used to beat him up.
Yeah, and
they were like it's clobbering time, and they beat him up, and that's how he got it. And I'm like, that's dumb.
Chickless got it right. Clobbering time. Clobbering time.
My favorite Chickless read though is when they're scanning them.
Yeah.
And they find out about his fucking organ.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I used to smoke. Is that bad?
It's still the best fucking thing ever, dude.
I don't know, man.
It's still the best. I'm gonna defend it till I die.
I don't know.
I'm gonna defend it.
His cousin might be
Those teeth, though. What is going on there? Why does he have so many teeth?
Little eyes.
They fix it. Fix it.
Yeah, his eyes are too small.
They are.
Ben has big fucking eyes.
Blue eyes. Yeah. Big blue eye thing. Yeah. Sorry, but that's a quote. That's like part of his persona. Big blue eye thing.
What was it? Aunt Petunia's favorite blue eyed nephew.
Blue eyed. I hope we get an Aunt Petunia.
Dude, we barely saw Aunt Petunia for the first time in the comics like a couple years ago.
Really?
Yeah, when Ben and Alicia got married.
She showed up?
She showed up.
Oh, shit. Yeah. That was actually her first appearance? Because
I think so.
It was always mentioned?
He always mentioned her, but I don't think they've ever shown her.
That's weird. I would think she'd be hanging out with Aunt May and freaking, what's that, the neighbor, Watson? Aunt Anna. Watson, man. I just feel like the old ladies pay bridge every once a week,
Good old Ben, went to the negative zone.
How's your boy Part Peter doing? Oh, just taking pictures of that crazy weapon.
That's a cigar smoking, J. Joe James is always yelling at him.
Always yelling at my poor Petey. You want my Benji to come pick him up and take him out? Come Why it sounds Southern and black? I don't know.
She's from Arizona.
I don't have a nigga Arizona accent. I'm sorry.
I remember when Dan Slott took over for the first arc. they did where they had to fight the enemy, and she defeated them.
Oh.
But then it was only Reed's to Franklin and Valeria. And then he's all like, oh, I defeated the great Fantastic Four. And Reed's like, no, you didn't.
Like, Fantastic 3 times.
And then she's like, fine. She gives him this fucking orb, whatever. She's like, call the rest of your team. I'll beat them too. And Reed's like, haha, you fool. And he uses it. And he calls everyone.
She-Hulk.
Everybody that's ever been in the Fantastic Four.
Freaking Spider-Man, Ghost Rider, Wolverine.
Yeah.
Hulk.
Oh, they all show up. And then they go, and Franklin is the only one that could beat her. And they're like keeping her busy. But Franklin's scared. Like, he's like, I don't know, I could do this, guys. And fucking Spider-Man goes to Franklin. He goes, you gotta do it, man. You gotta do it.
Great power.
And he goes, well, my Uncle Ben said, with great power. And then the thing's like, don't put that shit on him. Like, leave him alone.
Thank you, Benjamin.
He's like, don't put that kind of stress on him.
Thank you, Benjamin. That's why Franklin's middle name, Benjamin.
Yeah.
That's why. I love it. That's good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's funny.
Think about it, dude. What Uncle Ben did to Peter that day was supposed to be good.
Yeah, fucked him up.
But it fucked him up, right? It's supposed to be something like we're like, oh, this is words of wisdom. I'll take heed and I'll take, But no, dude, just fucking ate at him his whole fucking life.
Fucked him up.
Good job, Benjamin J. Grimm.
Yeah. He's like, don't do it.
No. Just do what you can, boy. Do what you can. Do the best you can. Be all you can be in this man's army.
But yeah. We have a jam-packed fucking July, man.
Superman and Fantastic Four. That's 2.
Jurassic Park.
I'm in. After we saw
that. Looks like it's like a sharp horror movie.
Yeah. It didn't. I didn't think it was gonna be like, oh, there's a families and they're
it's weird because like they still haven't said why they go in there, right? They're just there, right? Like it's like, and then they go there like, this is the most dangerous fucking island.
Oh, to pick up some DNA or some shit. They said something about DNA, but that they mentioned it like, and that's about it.
Because I mean, clearly it's like tied into the original one.
I don't know.
But then I don't know if it's tied into like the Chris Pratt one.
I don't know.
It's called Jurassic World, right?
Yeah, which is the second one. It's not Jurassic Park. Jurassic World's the second one. With the Jeff Goldblum, and they go into that one island and they almost fall down and the thing almost eats them.
Yeah. And his daughter with the gymnastics fight the fucking raptors.
Good job with gymnastics. So fucking silly. Yeah. Yeah, this one has ScarJo though.
And what's his name? It's supposed to be Blade.
Ice Cube Jr.
No. I don't know who else is in this movie. I don't recognize anyone.
Hello, Kuja?
Not Hello, Kuja. Mahershala Ali.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he's in it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Like I said, it looks like a horror movie. These dinosaurs don't look like dinosaurs. They look like horror field.
Dude, there was like a weird. You see that? There's a shot of like a pterodactyl with 2 heads.
With 2 heads?
What the fuck is that?
They've been experimenting with the dinosaurs here. That's all the explanation you had.
That's all you need.
They've been experimenting with the dinosaurs here.
Dude, the beginning when that fucking chamber gets sealed.
Yeah.
Dude, that fucking actor grabbed that dude with his hand.
That wasn't a claw, dude. That was a hand.
It was a freaking hand.
That was a hand, and it was like,
yeah.
You're gonna eat you. First time I grab you with my little phalanges you guys gave it to him right on the side. You had to give him.
Did you see that one where like his head was swollen or
like a bashy head?
Yeah, he had a big old like fucking
Well, there's certain dinosaurs that did have nothing but like the cranium and they were bashy kind of head, But I don't know. They looked like it had wings. So I don't know what the fuck.
They just fucking splicing them together.
Yeah, at this point, they ran out of regular real dinosaurs, and they got to make up fucking bullshit one. Well, in the last one they made up one, right? They made up a few of them.
Yeah. Oh, the first Chris Pratt one. Did they make it that one because it's scary or whatever?
Mm-hmm. And they jumped
OGT Rex with head with it.
Yeah, you're right. That's been a thing with that franchise. Yeah, let's make them scary.
And they found that girl.
Right.
That was the thing. I was waiting for that. The twist is going to be like, oh, when she gets mad, she gets
find a dinosaur.
Dinosaur powers.
Like, oh, you don't like me? We're angry. Why? Because I turned into Barney.
They're like, it makes sense. We don't know. We know how to clone dinosaurs.
So we did that.
Yeah.
So we did that.
We put the little person DNA. See what happens.
Oh my God, Hamilton, what have you done? Hammond, what have you done? Huh.
Have you seen that video of like this old lady? And they showed her pictures of Pokemon, and they made a Charmander, and she's like,
Hamilton.
It is Hamilton.
You sent me that, and then the Hamilton thing I started singing. But the whole video, dude, it's hilarious. He names each of them like I think the only one she gets right was Pikachu.
Oh, ever.
Yeah, exactly. And then like Doug Trio, I forget what he calls them, but yeah, it was hilarious. I'll have to find it.
That's my thing.
What's your thing?
That's my thing.
What does it mean?
Message.
Oh,
I'm notification.
oh, look at you, fancy man, getting notifications and shit.
Weird.
And then we saw Dogma.
It's not Dogma. That movie.
25 plus 1.
Yeah. It holds up, man. I feel like it's still like.
You mentioned something yesterday when we were there, like it passed by really quick, and it really did.
It moves fast. There's no really wasted time. It's just kind of like scene to scene, you know.
And we know where we're going.
Yeah.
It may be because we've seen it so many times. No, I'll tell you the truth. I haven't seen that movie in a long time, right? So I remember when I first came out on DVD, I used to watch that shit over and over again, just plop it up, you know, trilogy, fucking Jersey trilogy, blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden I stopped and I, whatever. And now all of a sudden you watch it again, it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I didn't remember some of those jokes.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. And some of those jokes, unfortunately, came as the scene was happening. Like, oh, it's gonna happen. Oh shit, fuck. You know.
It's funny. Like I last time I watched it was last year.
Yeah.
And because we went to Modesto.
Yeah.
It was the Friday night, and we were there. Like everybody was knocked out, but it was just me and Valeria. And she's like, "Oh, let's watch a movie." And I'm like, "What do you want to watch?" She's like, "I don't know, pick something." And then I remember someone told me it was the 4K Dogma on YouTube. And I was like, "Oh, have you ever watched this?" And she's like, "I don't know what this is." And we put it on, and the funniest thing to me, she had never seen that movie, and the thing that she was most excited about was the cameo of the fucking dude from Our Flight Means Death. He was the bartender.
Yeah.
And she's like, "That's the dude from."
You mean for 2 seconds?
Yeah.
What, the shot? Yeah. What's a holy bartender?
Yeah.
Before Flight of the Conchords, 15 years before Flight of the Conchords. Jesus Christ, yeah. He was doing other stuff. He used to come out in a lot of random TV shows back in those days, yeah?
Always that weird dude.
Yeah, always. Yeah.
But,
he's like now a cabin boy.
Yeah.
Well, I remember that.
He died. He died in that movie, right? And he was a ghost or some shit.
Yeah.
Some shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that movie, like, it still holds up, man. And it's like, it's
simple.
Yeah,
it's simple. It's funny.
And it's like,
the point's there. It doesn't derive too much from the point, you know? Got a good idea.
It's really well paced, too, because it doesn't really, like, feel like it bounces around too much. I mean, there's a couple of things I think I noticed after. I was like, oh, wait a minute. This doesn't make... Because, like, when the car breaks down, that's a really good transition. The car breaks down.
In the morning?
And the bus passes by.
Oh, in Bartleby.
And they're in the bus. But then, if you think about it, how far did they get before he did the shootout thing?
Yeah.
And they were, like, walking around. So they were, like, right next to each other, right?
Technically, yeah. But I would say whatever conversation, right? It says your wife, blah, 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 shooting them all, stopping. A couple months. They, in the morning, were still by the car.
Yeah.
So they slept in the car or whatever. They were still by the car. So whatever happened over there, they didn't even privy to it. They weren't even privy to. I think the one that got to me was, the maracas, and all of a sudden it's night.
Yeah.
It's like if you go from day to night.
It was a big ship.
Yeah. And I was like, what happened there today? We don't know.
I think he just wanted to show that, like, oh, it really happened.
Yeah. Okay. I'm no Kevin Smith.
My favorite part is when they show up and they beat up the fucking hockey kid. Like it's so simple, but it's so funny. It's like,
you know what? I remember that fight being more, but it's just frame punch. It's just some Adam West fucking comedy bullshit going on right there, dude. You don't actually see James Silent Bob fighting. You see the fists flying, and that's
I think at one point you see him elbow him and him in the face.
Yeah.
He opens him in the chest and hits him in the face.
Yeah.
And he's just like throwing him aside.
Yeah.
But it's just funny because it's like they're demons, right? They're supposed to be demons.
Mhm.
But then it's like later on when they see him by the car,
Yeah.
like one of them wants to go and he's like, no. Like, you know, like he stops them. Like they were afraid of him.
Like, they're prophets.
Right?
They have they have the ability to do that.
Yeah.
I guess by being prophets, because that was my thing too for a while. I had big beef with that back when I used to freaking see. They'd be like, "Wait a minute, these are demons. They're killing people left and right. They should be able to take in Jay and Silent Bob. They're just some dudes who are prophets."
Yeah.
But the thing is, they really are prophets, right? They self-proclaim, but they really are prophets. Yeah. So they have some sort of
Jesus. That was the other cool thing about that was in the other movie they always talk about being badasses. And the first time you see them actually fight, right?
Yeah. I mean, Mallrats kind of. You see him kind of be, you know.
That's funny too. Like there's a little nod when on the train they're talking to fucking Loki, and Jay's like, "Oh yeah, we tied him to the rafters and swang in the mall." Like,
see?
Oh, that was cool.
That was cool. Yeah.
I just love shit like that. Like the little details of that, like the little, like the connective tissue.
Yeah.
And it's like I feel like they're,
That's why I still like the comics. That they're connected tissue to the movies. They would connect up to the movies.
Yeah, because that one comic is the story between when they leave to Chicago.
To Chicago, yeah. How did they get there? That fucker John Hughes lied to us.
I love the fact that like they were like these movies. They thought they were real, or
you know what? It's one of those things like Jay and Silent Bob are us, or they are Jay and Silent Bob. The John Hughes movies is what we are to the Kevin Smith movies. You know, we thought Leonardo, New Jersey is a real place.
Founded by Leonardo.
Waldo Geraldo Leonardo.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah, I'm telling you. There's a more connected tissue. When is that? 25 years.
And I love how like Mark never noticed the whole like Dante's cousin
Hicks.
Yeah.
It's one of those things you don't notice when you're watching these things because you're not a fan until you're a fan, and then you realize Brian O'Halloran is a fucking G, dude. All of them.
He's fucking Gil Hicks in Mallrats. He's the third contestant on the Daily Show.
Yeah, dude, with the hair, dude. Yeah. Fuck, look up Lions, man.
He's a weird like MTV producer and Jason Amy.
Yeah,
he wants to like make the Bloodline Chronic.
The prequel,
the cartoon,
yeah.
Which is really funny because like I know they're all the same storyline, right? But then remember Jay complains and Chasing Amy about how he's like, oh, I never say Snooks to the boot, you know, like I never say Snooks to that. Yeah. But then he says it in the beginning of the fucking dog bot, right?
He kind of just leaned into it. Yeah. And from then on, he kind of says it a lot. Yeah. You know, it's true. That's true. That's Snoochie Boochies. I fucking said that once or some shit.
Like, why do I say that? Why would we say baby shit?
Baby shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was in Bites Back, right? Strike Back.
I think he said that. Yeah, he was on that too. Yeah.
Oh, fuck, poor little whiny little bitch.
I love how like the Union Kevin Smith thing. Like, he mentioned that like the thing about that. He's like, why do you make me say baby shit? He's like, why do you say that?
So he does. He probably doesn't even know he says this shit.
And then I get it because you want to tie it all in, but like, why were fucking Walt Flanagan and CBA protesting in front of an abortion clinic?
Tell you the truth, the real reason I came to my own conclusion, same reason Jay and Silent Bob was there.
Oh, maybe.
Same reason. Mm-hmm. Not gonna say why because you know, but if you've seen it, you know.
Yeah, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
I'm gonna say that's why. You tell him, Steve Dave.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
Yeah, that was 25 years plus 1.
Yeah.
Imagine that shit. And then there's a lot of things like, and they don't thank Harvey Epstein in this fucking Weinstein. You can't thank him anymore.
You shouldn't thank him.
Well, I mean, how did he make this movie with the Weinstein Company money?
Although, you know, it's funny, it's kind of telling the story about how like he thinks that Harvey Weinstein got that movie for nothing because he was talking about how Michael Eisner, because Miramax was a Disney company.
Yeah. And
Michael Eisner made Weinstein get rid of the movie Kids.
Yeah.
Because they were like, oh no, we can't release this, right? Mm-hmm. And so he got rid of it. They sold it to someone else, right? And they released it and they made money. But apparently Eisner told Weinstein, like, oh, not to even make Dogwood. He's like, oh no, we can't really, we're going. And so he made it anyways, knowing that people are telling to get rid of it again. And so he just kind of like sold it to himself. And so he thinks that, like, yeah, he probably didn't sell, he didn't fucking pay anything for it. He keeps saying, because I never got a receipt.
So he got a receipt from the big guy. He didn't get a receipt from the second time it sold. Oh wow. Well, now it's his, so it doesn't matter, right?
No, they're gonna release it in the home video and
Laserdisc,
VHS.
Oh, neat.
And supposedly it's gonna go to streaming somewhere. I don't know where.
Where can it go?
I mean, hopefully. I mean, because they said that was the 4K. I don't think it was though. Like it
really didn't feel. You know what, dude? I don't want to blame the 4K release of it. I want to blame the theater.
The theater.
Because there was these stains on the theater screen that, if you notice, I mean, we got what we picked. Yeah. You know, if we wanted one, we would have got 4KX, and we would have been like rolling coaster. Whoa!
Fucking smoke in your face. Like,
oh shit! That'd been great. Yeah, like the Go Gotham in 4K. That was horrible. That wasn't good, right? Okay.
Oh no, there's that one shot where he's like shooting out of his hand.
Yeah.
Like it looks so weird. It looks so wonky.
It's fake. It looks out of place. So bring it back to
get George Lucas to fucking fix that shit.
Fix that shit.
Literally.
I mean, that was my fucking favorite character at the time when it came out, dude. I think it was everyone's favorite character.
Yeah, it's so funny too because it's like you're like, oh, I really like this movie. It's really well written, and you're like, oh, there's a lot of exposition. like.
Oh yeah.
Like when fucking Salma Hayek's making the Molotov cocktail, like she's explaining what the Go Gotham is, and it goes on and on, and you're like, oh, interesting.
Props to her, by the way. I understood her. And in most of her newer movies, I don't understand what the hell she's saying. Desperado, I never understood what she was saying. But in this one, I was like, I'm understanding. What's going on? I'm not even looking at your tits anymore. What's going on? Did I mature? Is that what's going on?
There's a movie, remember this is like second movie or third movie, and it's called Road Racers. Okay. David Arquette. Oh. And it's shot in Uptown Whittier. And it's like it's a weird, man. But it's hard to find because it was a Showtime movie. Like it was a Showtime
release. Yeah. Skinemax.
Well, no, but Salma Hayek is in it. But it's funny because watching the movie and then in the opening, she's not listed as Salma Hayek. She's listed as Dorothy something. Oh shit! And I was like, what the fuck? And I looked at apparently like the one movie she did that. They were like, no one's understand this name. Like,
Salma Hayek. Yeah. Hayek. That's horrible. Yeah. But did you understand her?
I just remember being fascinated. I'm like, I know what that's.
That's amazing.
That's why I had never seen. I didn't even know that movie existed until like a couple of years ago.
In Whittier, though.
Yeah, and I watched it, and I was like, "Oh, I get it now." Because you remember in Death Proof, not Death Proof, Planet Terror. Okay. When they were gonna escape and they get out of the cars, and then the fucking the barbecue guys like, "Oh, I got this," and he pulls the sheet off. It's fucking David Arquette's car from that movie.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. And that's why people were like, "Whoa!" Yeah, I didn't understand it. Yeah. Okay. But, oh. Yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah, no, it still held up. The fucking dogma. And the CGI, I think it's weird because of the times, or like when Affleck was flying. Yeah. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. It's a little weird too. And you got to see Chris Rock butt. Yeah. Yeah. A lot. Yeah, that's cool. Your piece is gonna be rubbing on your arm, or.
I think she's like.
Yeah, it's alright. I'll try my best to tuck it in. Thanks.
Usually long, but it's cold out here.
I'm telling you, and that's what helped it flow. It was little joke. Hey, big something big happened. Little joke. Yeah. Funny, Kevin Smith.
And it's funny. I didn't realize it until not recently. Well, a couple years ago, I think. The fucking guy from the gang in the strip club.
The little one, the first one. The one's poking up.
What's his face? From Prison Navy, the
Rufus X.
Yeah,
Rufus X.
Something X.
No, Malcolm X. No. Rufus X. No. Crabman.
No. But that's him.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. What's his name now? From Malcolm X? Oh shit. I think so. Should still be recording, but I'll let this part out. Don't know how to say the part. Yeah. Yeah. Hooper X. Thank you very much. Hooper X. Yeah. The one that's like keep pointing to the guy, yeah. All skinny too. Yeah. They get all skinny. I'm like, wait a minute, what happened to him?
I didn't look it up. I swear I saw in the freaking credits.
Mm-hmm.
They fucking Ethan Suplee was the voice of the Go Gotham.
Really?
I was like, I gotta look that up.
That was interesting. Hey man, he's got to give his people fucking paychecks.
Yeah,
even if it's for a shitty role. Yeah, shit role.
But then they've been a lot of people have been finding clips from like Cannes and stuff like when it first came out. And everyone, all the reporters, and like even like I think Matt Damon said that like fucking Jason Mewes steals that movie. Like
count the shells, suck a duck. He really does.
Like he steals that movie. Like, and then even ComiCentric was saying like after that movie, he was like, "Oh, he can act. Like, let's make more movies. Like, let's put him in stuff." You know, like,
he's not just a B character. He's there to yell snitchy booty.
Yeah,
that's what they gave him a justice. That's what they gave him. You know, the what is it? The Nambla.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You can act. You can really fucking bust the chops.
Yeah. I love how like when afterwards they did the Q&A thing. Yeah. You guys are talking about how Alan Rickman loved Jason Mewes.
Right. That's what I was thinking right now. Like he called him. He is an American actor. He's
American icon.
American icon. There you go. American icon. He called him an American icon. Alan Rickman called Jason Mewes
because he's like the best that America has to offer.
He really is. He represents America. Yeah.
I mean, I would love to find out. He said he saw them talking.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are they talking about? I was like, what the fuck would they have to talk about?
Only they two knew, and now only one knows. That's sad. But yeah. Alan Rickman, and he was his friend. He was his friend. Yeah. You know, that's weird. He called me. I'm paying. He called me. You're paying.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, man. Yeah.
Okay, Han Gruber.
I mean, I think we should just change him from like Hans Gruber to Metatron. No,
Metatron. That's true.
Just be like, who, the Metatron? But then more people are not going to understand.
They're not going to get it.
You know.
Maybe now the movie has have access to that movie now. So, you know, people will watch it.
It's I guess.
No, you know what it is. Everyone, it's not even Hans Gruber. Fucking Snape.
Yeah.
Right.
Mr. Potter. I'm talking with my nose. Yeah, for this generation. You're right. But I guess our generation, it would be more Gruber than. Yeah, you're right. So who would be like Metatron, the 90s kid? Like my little brother and stuff?
Maybe.
They should call him. Well, no, or Galaxy Quest.
Yeah,
never mind.
He said he's working on a sequel for the Dogma now.
Alan Rickman?
No, fucking Goldsmith.
Yeah.
You know what they should do? They should totally fucking
remake George Carlin?
Doctor Who Metatron. And you're just like, you just replace them and don't say anything?
Yeah.
Fucking Cumberbatch.
See what you did there? You know what? I think if Kevin Smith is a big Doctor Who fan, I think this could happen.
Yeah, it's Cumberbatch, and then you do one line. He's like, I want to change it. You know?
Yeah, I did it. It was time for a change.
It's time for a change.
Or what do you call it when the Time Lords regenerate? Yeah, just got to regenerate. Every once so often, shed the skin. Yeah, regeneration.
Yeah, let's do it.
Or you know what? What's Jodie Whittaker doing?
Yeah, you go Metatron. Or you get fucking Hiddleston, Loki.
Oh, yeah,
that'd be cool.
That'd be interesting. Cool. Yeah, that's a little. He looks more like him, actually.
A little bit.
Yeah. You still get Alanis as the Doctor. Would you change it? I mean, again,
fucking Sabrina Carpenter. No.
You know what? The only reason I would say no, because then you'd be like, "Oh, God has vanity."
That's true.
You know, I'd get like Janine Garofalo. She was great in that fucking Dogma movie. I'm sorry. So for 2 scenes that she was in, you know. Yeah, she was making fun of the Jews and she was making fun of the Catholics. And Janine, go.
She's kind of coming on to what's her face.
Yeah.
Like, right?
You ever thought of playing for the other team? Sorry, no, you guys are crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Didn't she play a nun in one of the other ones? No.
No. That was Carrie Fisher.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
She got down.
Yeah.
Literally.
Oh, she did it. She
or was it the other way around?
No, yeah, because like George Carlin tells him what the book is, the good book, the book of the road.
The ass grasser.
Yeah. And then she's all like, "You believe in the book?" He's like, "You believe in the book?"
Right.
And he's like, "I mean,
yeah,
you picked this up, I guess." Right?
And he goes,
And she's like, and kicks him out.
Yeah. Hilarious. See, that's wholly different than freaking Dogma. That's slapstick. That's comedy. You know, it's not as serious as I think Dogma had some seriousness to it. You know?
Yeah. Oh, big time. And then it's funny because then they go to the last Jay and Silent Bob one, right?
Yeah.
He tells Jay tells his daughter, like, one time we bought some angels. And God looks at that like, the last verse said. And she's like, what?
That was weird because that came out of nowhere. He was just he was trying to communicate or like bond with her.
That was really sure to know.
Yeah.
Father.
Yeah. Trying to be a dad and doesn't even know how to do it. That's weird. From now on, he's gonna be a dad. Okay, whatever. We all grow up. Even Jason Mewes. Even Jay and Silent Bob. That's weird.
Yeah. Guys look so different now.
He's a guy from fucking Talking Heads.
Yeah.
The suit looks so big on him. Mm-hmm. You know, he's a tiny little head coming out of the thing. But he looks good. No. He looks healthier than he did when he was round and about. Yeah. I'll tell you that much. That's my only thing about Kevin Smith. Yeah. We can keep a few more years, that's cool.
He's just too emotional now.
It happens when you face to face with death. It happens. You get all fucking emo and shit. And you're like, oh, Dad, don't come for me yet. I have so much to do. And then you go home and sleep all day. You know, eat nachos all night. Oh, I love it. It's amazing. Well, they don't do that. Both Jason Mewes and fucking
Kevin Smith. He gave it up.
Yeah. Both of them. Jason Mewes is off the shit, and so is fucking Kevin Smith.
They still make stoner movies.
Because stoners love them. You know, they grew up with them. They became stoners because of them. You know? There's a whole generation that grew up with Cheech and Chong and you know how to roll joints.
That's what he said. He said that in the one podcast. He goes, it's so crazy I can still get away with making Jay and Silent Bob movies when it's very obvious they're just Cheech and Chong ripoffs.
I'm gonna tell me how to leave. That's all we need, right? They're gonna be in a band next. Yeah, all right. Yeah, you're right. He's right. I mean, oh wow. Every generation needs their Cheech and Chong.
That's true.
Every generation.
Yeah, you're looking at Seth Rogen, right?
Yeah, he was kind of. He had his friends and.
Look at Stone. Seth Rogen and fucking Franco.
Franco, yeah. Thank you. The other Franco. James Franco. Oh, when he was playing that. Oh.
There's a part in the studio, the Apple show.
Mm-hmm.
They're in Vegas, and what's his name? Fucking Dave Franco comes out, and he's all fucked up. He's eating mushrooms and shit.
No,
and he's all like, he's got a black eye. And they're like, "What the hell happened to you?" And he goes, "They went to the tables, and like I want a bunch of money because I was using all my magic tricks from
Now you see me."
And he was like, and they didn't know, and they accused me of cheating. And he goes, "Were you cheating?" He's like, "Fuck yeah, I was."
That's how he laughs. That's a. By the way, they're making a 3.
Yeah. Not even making. It's coming out.
Oh,
next week or shit.
I mean, now I see it. Now I did. Now I see it. Now I did. It came up in theaters. I don't understand it. I'm probably not going to see it, but it's okay. Yeah. The first 2 are on Netflix if you're interested.
No. I realized something came out and they're trying to clip from the second one. I'm like, oh, I did see this. Look at Daniel Radcliffe's the bad guy. And I was like, I did see this. I don't remember what it was about.
But you did see it.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to rewatch them again, but I'm not tempted to rewatch them.
The third one.
You know what? I'm going to rewatch 1 and 2. And if 1 and 2 captivate me to the point where I'm like, all right, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in. If not, then I'll wait for Fast and Furious.
And X2 or
X11, XII.
XI.
Yeah. No thanks.
Now you see me, now you don't. Oh.
I guess it's all right. We'll allow it. We'll see. It's Woody. Woody's getting money. We'll allow it.
I guess.
We're getting Woody paid.
He's fine.
I hope.
I'm sure he still makes money off of fucking like
what, weed?
Probably.
Doesn't he have like weed farm?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Fucking the Natural Born Killers, another big movie.
You get residuals for that?
Probably.
I think so. Cool.
Maybe.
Zombieland?
Zombieland. They made 2 of those.
They made 2 of those.
That second one was terrible.
Yeah. Had the other Daniel Radcliffe, Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah.
Right?
The funniest part about that one was did you see the second one?
Yes. I remember seeing it, but I don't remember.
What's his face? Luke Wilson.
They meet their counterparts, right?
And it's that dude from Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
Jesse Eisenberg guy.
Yeah. And it made sense, see? Because they're the same person, just reversed.
Yeah. That was funny.
Yeah, that was good.
That's pretty good.
I do vaguely remember that. Oh, yeah, so that was it.
You know, the best part of that movie was like the after credits. So like it's like Bill Murray comes back and he's like doing the Fresh for Garfield, and then that's when the zombie apocalypse happens.
Because it's a prequel to
I'm like, that's hilarious.
Now, my favorite from the first one was like, he's dressed that way just to blend in with the
zombies.
Yeah, they won't fuck with him.
Yeah,
fucking smart.
I love what he said. He goes, "Yeah, I went to the Hollywood Bowl last week." And they go, "Oh, who's performing?" He's like, "Nobody. Everybody's dead."
I never want to meet Bill Murray. I don't want to meet Bill Murray because I know I'm gonna be fucking looking like a fool in front of him. No, he's gonna make me look like a fool.
It's fine.
I don't think he could do it.
And he's gonna be like, no one's gonna be around.
Yeah.
And he's gonna tell you,
no one's ever gonna believe you.
No one's gonna believe.
I'm like, well, fuck you.
Fuck you, Bill Murray.
Fuck you, Bill Murray. Here's a gopher. Take that. All right, we're coming to the end here, sir. Anything else you want to say before we go? What's next on your cultural cruise? What are we doing? In July? We're already halfway through June. Well, when this episode comes out, it'll be halfway through June. See, checkmate. Nothing else then? So June, July? We won't find out till next week or maybe? Okay.
Well, yeah, I'm supposed to meet on Monday about it.
Okay.
We'll find out.
When we're not doing the freaking Fantastic Four.
I want to do it. I just gotta do it.
Wait, let's do it. Fucking do it. Let's do it.
Not tomorrow.
All right.
I'll make a thing.
All right, let's do it. All right, we're on. And to anyone still listening, episode 163 of ComiCentric, thank you very much. This has been your cultural moment with Beat and Rip. Bye.